Days of Our Lives recap for Friday, September 6th, promises to be an explosive episode packed with drama, confrontations, and painful revelations. First up, Eric's long-awaited return to Salem is about to shake things up in a big way. After time spent away, he's back, and it doesn't take long for him to cross paths with none other than E.J. DiMera. Now, if you've been keeping track, you'll know these two have some unfinished business, and their reunion is far from cordial. Tensions rise fast, and Eric, fueled by the anger that's been brewing inside him, lashes out at EJ. And honestly, can you blame him? After all, EJ played a key role in keeping Eric's son away from him, an unforgivable act in Eric's eyes. His fury is raw, real, and completely justified. But here's where it gets interesting. Eric doesn't just hurl accusations. No, he goes a step further. In a move that's bound to sting, Eric brags about how happy he and Nicole have been while living their dream life in Paris. The subtext? He's reminding EJ of everything he and Nicole have built, something EJ can never take away. It's a clever, albeit risky strategy. While we understand Eric's need to rub salt in the wound, you can't help but wonder if this will backfire. After all, EJ is not the type to just sit there and take it. True to form, EJ fires back in a way that only he can. With cold precision, he strikes at the heart of Eric's guilt by bringing up one of the darkest moments in his past, Daniel's death. It's a cruel but calculated move, one that has Eric reeling. But the real shock comes when Holly overhears this devastating truth. She's suddenly thrust into a storm of emotions, learning something so painful about her father's death that it could change everything for her. In a split second, the innocence of her childhood is shattered, and she's left grappling with the tragic reality of her family's history. As if that wasn't enough drama for one day, Maggie's family is in for another emotional blow. Sarah's memories are finally starting to come back, and it's not pretty. She's forced to relive the traumatic events of the night she had her stroke, a night that has haunted her ever since. But there's more, much more. Holly's revelation about Daniel coincides with Sarah's own realization about the night her father met his tragic end. It's a day of reckoning for Maggie's family, as dark secrets are dragged into the light. And then there's the question that's been looming for a while now. How has Sarah not remembered that she was hit by a car? The moment is almost cinematic in its intensity. Picture it, Sarah walking out into the street, her face illuminated by a blinding light. She pauses for just a second, a scream forming in her throat, before she's struck down by the car. It's a split second of terror, but it feels like an eternity. The fact that she's only now starting to piece it all together adds layers of complexity to her recovery. Then there's Fiona, the woman behind the wheel that night. Her memory of the event is equally haunting. She glances out into the street, sees Sarah, then shifts her gaze to Brady before looking back at the road. In that moment of hesitation, fate takes over. Fiona screams and hits Sarah, a memory that has weighed heavily on her ever since. Now, as Sarah's memory floods back, Fiona must face the truth she's been hiding from for so long. The question is, will anyone else find out, and what will it mean for everyone involved? Meanwhile, Maggie is left to juggle the emotional fallout from all sides. Holly's anger at learning the truth about her father's death threatens to tear the family apart, while Sarah stubbornly insists that she doesn't need any help dealing with the aftermath of her accident. Maggie, ever the matriarch, is forced to balance the roles of caretaker, mediator, and protector. But it's a fragile balancing act, and one wrong move could send everything crashing down. As if that weren't enough, Maggie still finds time to focus on another major issue: Brady and Justin's potential involvement in Sarah's accident. She's relentless in her quest to clear their names, pushing Justin to prove his innocence before it's too late. And just when it seems like the truth is slipping further away, Sarah starts to gain clarity about what really happened that night. Thanks for watching our videos. Goodbye.